What's up, guys? So today is my week 3, day 2, workout number 1, aka my primary bench day. And as you can see, I'm warming up with 135. I go 185, 225. I believe I go straight to my top set of 265. We had 265 for a single, which is about 97%, 10 pounds under my max of 275. And then I had a back down 4x4 with 240. And then a 2x12 Larson and some dips to finish off. And you'll see some posing at the end as well. Overall, I've been very, very happy through weeks 1, week 2, and week 3 in the last just couple of macro cycles right now about how well my press has been going. So my press in particular in the past, I've always been really good at flat benching, but everything else has sucked. My dips, my overhead, my incline, they've all been terrible. All my dumbbell presses too, they've all been way weaker in comparison to the strength of my flat bench. And so my goal of these last couple of training blocks has been to increase my overall pressing strength and not necessarily just my flat bench. So to complement my flat bench, I've been trying to increase my overhead, my incline, my dumbbell presses, and my dips as much as I possibly can. Here you'll see my 265. I was very, very pleased with how this moved. I thought it moved really well. In the moment, it felt pretty heavy, but I think all my benches feel heavy. I don't think my benches ever feel light, but I felt pretty confident. I was very confident in my technique, and it honestly moved faster than 97% should move for a bench press. So very stoked. Hopefully we can hit that 300-pound mark and upwards of that going forward soon. So here I had a back down 4x4 with 240. This is my first set. And back to the overall scheme of my micro, macro, meso cycles. My goal is always to increase my pressing power, but typically it's always been the case to increase my flat bench. In this case, yes, that's true, but I've been spending more time focusing on trying to bringing up my dips, bringing up my dumbbell press, and bringing up my overhead press. I'm training them with much more intensity than I have in the past, and I'm seeing much more carryover to my flat bench. In particular, my positioning on the flat bench has improved drastically. I've been able to get a tighter squeeze on the bar, I've been able to keep tighter lat positioning, and better thoracic positioning as well. In previous years of pressing, I've always relied on a massive thoracic extension and just let my elbows flare like crazy, which works with lighter weight, and you can kind of toy them around really, really easily. But you can't necessarily hold good positioning with heavier weights, and I've been noticing that as I creep up into the high 90th percentile for all my singles, that I don't have nearly as much loss of positioning as I used to. I'm able to maintain position a lot better. So here's my last set of my 4x4 there. I thought that moved well. Everything stayed like RP 8 or 9 at the very most. And I had a back down 2x12 here with 185 Larson press. I'm a big fan of a Larson press. It's just really good variation to emphasize lat tightness, thoracic extension, just position with the upper body. Plus, it's a slightly longer range of motion because you don't have that leg drive to hold your chest up nearly as high. So in the past, 185 has been working sets, and it's really cool to see that I can just toy with 185 like it's an absolute pencil. And I'm really stoked to make 225 move like this in the future. So it might take me a few months to get there, but overall, making 225 feel like pencil weight is a big goal of mine. I think that is absolutely phenomenally cool. So I finish up my press here, and I move on to my weighted dips. So I had 3 sets with 40 pounds, which is honestly the most I've ever done with 40 pounds. I've done a 45-pound plate, which is my max, and I believe I hit it for a set of 9, but I was pretty fresh. I hadn't benched before that. And so here, taking 40 pounds, I believe, if I remember correctly, I get somewhere between 8 and 10 reps for my 3 sets. And I think I filmed 2 of them. And then I did a set of bodyweight dips in here as well. And been very, very happy with how well I can grind on dips and how much better I'm getting at pushing my shoulder blades all the way through at the top. It used to be that I would just lock out while maintaining like shitty scapular positioning, and it's just gotten a hell of a lot better. And I think that's part of the reason my press has been getting stronger as well. The one biggest lagging point on my press right now is just my arm size and my arm strength. So specifically bicep and tricep, I think my shoulder strength is there. My biceps and triceps need a lot more work, and I just hate training arms. You can see it in my physique. My arms just need way more size. And unfortunately, that's just how the cookie crumbles. I have to focus more on my arms. Either way, this voiceover has been super fun. It's been real, but it hasn't been real fun. I'm going to finish up here with my last set with 40 pounds, just cranking away. And you guys will see some posing and see how that physique's looking. Anyways, appreciate you guys. Take care.